Yeah, I think the personal interaction is huge in our world, right? We're developing relationships with people, and the same thing with peers, right? It's not just about KOL relationships. We're developing relationships with people within our field and trying to have these broad interactions. And I think there's no substitute for the face-to-face. It's great if you can do it on Teams and don't have to travel, but the real value is in the face-to-face. And I think everybody was eager to get back after such a big break. What I'm hearing here is a real focus of the conference and things we're learning that we can take back and use is really just where medical affairs is evolving, where MSLs are now, where they're going to be in a few years. And I think there's really a lot of focus on how do we use data to get better? How do we do what our KOLs need most? And how do we provide value both internally and externally? And I think there are things that we can do immediately to make that happen on both ends. Yeah, to me, every time I think about this conference, there's two huge benefits for it. One is this is where you meet everybody. It's the biggest meeting of MSLs. You get access to MSLs, to managers, to people at the C-level, and anywhere in between. So if you want to find the people who are focused on field medical, doing what you're doing, that know how to do this and how to make the improvements, this is where they're at. And then the other thing is just, this is where you learn how to be an MSL. Every other conference you go to, it's about your therapeutic area, it's about, learning something you can bring back, but how do you actually do the job? Where do you get current topics? What's going on in the field? What problems are people facing and how do they solve them so you don't have to reinvent the wheel? This is the place to do that and share ideas. Again, make those relationships with people here that you can contact later and pick their brain when you're facing a new problem. If I think how to really describe this conference in one word, it would be value. So it's always how do we add value? How do we add value to KOLs? How do we add value to internal stakeholders? I get value out of this. The relationships I build here, the things I learn here that I can take back, that's the value that I'm getting, and then I can add more value to other people that I interact with.